Alright. It's been like a hot minute since I've ranted, I should say. That's what my videos are usually about. And yes, I'm wearing my Chargers shirt, but yes, it says San Diego, so don't say anything. Talk about some recent football activities, NFL stuff. So, so the last couple weeks have been a little weird than the NFL. Um, Patriots lost two in a row to teams that they shouldn't have lost to. Um, Especially the Dolphins since they got blown out by whoever they played. Um, uh, oh yeah, they played the Vikings, I believe. Um, Dallas got shut out and blown out by the Colts. Browns Browns beat the Broncos. They beat the Broncos, and then the Eagles beat the Rams. And I'm like, where? And then Seattle lost to the Niners. I'm like, what's happening right now? But the big news story, well, I wouldn't say biggest, but um, Chargers, have been a little hot streak. Only lost one game in the last 11 games. So 10 out of 11 games they have won. Let's see, they play the Titans in London, beat them in dramatic fashion. Then they played, who did they play next? Seattle. In Seattle, won there. Barely, but they won. Um, Pittsburgh, and we won then. And people say we won because of the rest, but that's a bunch of bull cocky crap, and I don't want to get into that. That was just like hours long me talking about the refs because they're stupid. And then just recently, we had another primetime game in Kansas City. You know our history with not winning for 9 straight games since 2013. It's just been a long, stressful road. Let's just say that. But we went in not expecting much of a change. We're gonna go like, oh, we're probably just gonna lose again to the Chiefs at their home turf. But Chiefs are missing their one of their star players, Kareem Hunt, who basically got kicked off the team because he is. I don't want to get into that, but anyway, little key missing parts of their team. But I feel like that whole team as a whole is not. I don't know what the word is, but they're just not working together as a team. Let's just say that. They're unorganized. Their defense is awful. One of the worst in the league. They're like 28th out of 32 on defense. But they're one of the top ranked offenses, but can't make stops on the field with their defense. Yes, they got to Rivers quite a few times, but um, that's because the refs. Again, I don't want to get into the refs whole thing, but they missed a lot of calls against Chiefs and didn't call any. Like they missed like super crucial calls. Like how about the helmet contact? Who misses that? Like twice. Pass interference calls and calling a face mask that wasn't a freaking face mask. Anyway, Chargers defense came in clutch in the last couple minutes, 2-3 minutes of the game of regulation, and took down Mahomes, sacked him. Let's just say sandwiched him. Let's just say that. Um, got the ball back, marched, kind of like got down the field. Wasn't easy, but we got down the field. We got stupid penalties yet again, but we managed to get down the field. Um, thanks to some really key plays. And may I add, Keenan Allen went down in the first quarter, and we were playing without Keenan Allen, our star wide receiver. So we had multiple guys come in clutch, like the Williams brothers. They came in clutch. So, what was I saying? So they scored twice. So they go and score once, but they're down by 7. At this point, and then they go and get the ball back, score again, and they want just to get the extra point and then move to overtime, which never ends well with us. So, Coach Anthony Lynn, God bless him and his big kahunas, and his excellent coaching style, is like, let's just go for the win and go for 2. Because right at this point, we were down by 1. Tying it would not do anything for us. We're like, 4 seconds left. Let's go for 2. And it was like, okay, let's go. And so they go and they break the coverage, the defense, and leaves like the Williams, one of the Williams brothers, wide open in the end zone, and we win at freaking Kansas City. Like, you know how hard it is to do. And I swear, sorry, my phone's going off. Oh my god, phone, stop. This is just a huge win, and people are still not giving us enough credit, and so the Pro Bowl roster came out either yesterday or today. I don't remember, but 7, a league high of 7 players from the Chargers were voted into the Pro Bowl. 7, and people are making jokes like, they have no fan base. I'm like, so if they don't have a fan base, then why did 7 plus 3 backups, like whatever, get voted into the Pro Bowl? 7, league high. And now they're saying they're like the best team in the league right now, but some people are like, nope, we can't pass up Mahomes because he's freaking brilliant and he's 23, so we have to praise him like we did with Cam Newton. He ends up sucking down the road. That's another video for another day. But the MVP talk, they keep overlooking Rivers, like, oh, his stats and It's all about Mahomes, and he has almost 50 touchdowns and But realize they're just doing it basing on his flashy plays, but don't realize that his defense has cost him, the whole team, for like 3 or 4 big games in prime time. They lost to the Rams, lost to the Patriots, they lost to us. All primetime games, and they lost. So apparently they're not good under pressure, and they're the same old Chiefs that don't handle pressure well when it comes to playoff time. So, say what you want about the Chargers, but people have been saying that they're the most well-rounded team, and they have such depth in their roster that I think they're a dangerous team. This is not showing any bias, but it's just from what I see. Every other team that was like super good at the beginning has kind of fell off, like the Rams the last couple weeks, and went lost to the Bears, and then lost to the Eagles, who has been struggling all year. So it's just, realize that the top teams can only stay at the top for so long. and then they have to get like knocked back down to size a little bit, back down to earth, and realize they're not the best. And people are like, oh, they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl, no problem. Like Rams didn't beat the Bears or the Eagles. And they lost one other game. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was the Saints. But Saints have only lost two, but they struggled to win against the Panthers, which doesn't make any sense. So, but don't sleep on the Chargers. Yes, in the past we've kind of screwed up in the playoffs, la di da. We made it to the Super Bowl once and got destroyed, but this is just like a whole different team. We had like third and fourth string like running backs and wide receivers out there, and it's just like they were making clutch plays and they were doing amazing job catching the ball, making plays against one of the best teams in the league. But now they're saying we're like the best team in the AFC, which I think is a true statement because everyone else has some flaws in their system. But I'm not saying we're perfect, but once we get Hunter Henry back, which is quite a big possibility, Melvin Gordon is possibly playing this weekend against the Ravens, who has a good defense. Not sure what the big status is on Allen, but it's a hip injury, and that's all we know. So, yes, we've been plagued with injuries, but somehow it hasn't stopped us from having a good season. Like haven't had Bosa up until week 9, 10, and we've won games. We've lost 2 in that amount of time, but went on like a winning streak and lost to the Broncos where we shouldn't have lost. But either way, this team is dangerous. So don't sleep on them. We can go in the New England right now and probably win because Patriots have been struggling, and I'm also a fan of the Patriots, and no, I'm not bandwagon. So, but even I noticed that they're struggling this year. They're 9-5, which is unusual for them. I don't know what's happening, but the team's just struggling so much. They lost 2 weeks in a row. Houston is looking good, not great, but good. They have one star offensive player and then 1 star defensive player. Let's just say that. Who else? Dolphins are not that. They're like so. They're like very inconsistent. 1 week they'll win, 1 week they won't. It's like off and on. Who else? Again, Chiefs defense sucks. Colts just shut out the Cowboys. Ravens are fighting for a wild card spot. Other than that, if the Chiefs lose to Seattle, it's a big if, in Seattle, and Chargers win out, we win the division, and we go to the top seed in the AFC, which hasn't happened in quite some time. So that would be huge, and people would need to stop talking about Mahomes being the MVP when his team can't win games under pressure. So that's just my take on this last couple weeks in the NFL. So